your twist over towards the left. Rooting your left shoulder, maybe gazing past the left shoulder. And if you want to take that same extra stretch on this side, or using the left thumb, take your left thumb into that left hip crease and push it forward. Simultaneously, you're pressing your left knee down to the ground with your right hand. And then inhale, come on back to center, drawing both knees into your chest. This time holding onto your hamstrings, and we'll add a little playfulness into our practice. We're gonna rock up and down vertically along the length of your spine. It might take a couple of rocks to use your momentum to sit all the way up. And from there, take your hands by your side and prop yourself up into a forward fold. Taking your feet hips distance, putting a little bend into your knees, grab a hold of opposite elbows and just sway from side to side. Coming to stillness at center here, since we're focused on our legs in this practice, I really want you to work on engaging your quadriceps to protect your hamstrings in this stretch. So think about lifting your kneecaps up, even lifting the quadriceps up. You can even take your hands and feel if the quadriceps are engaged or not, right? The difference would be they're either jelly-like or they're firm. So you want to try to get them to be firm by lifting them. And then dropping the head down just a little bit deeper, lifting the sit bones high, feeling that deep stretch in the back of your legs. Inhale, side out, exhale. Take your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Inhale to a flat back. You're going to step your left foot to the back of the mat, making sure you've stepped back far enough so that your right shin is in a nice straight line. Stay on the ball of your left foot. Take your fingertips underneath your shoulders. And if you can't reach the ground, prop your hands up on some blocks or some books that are stacked up. Really press the left heel back, lift the inner left thigh, and think about squeezing the inner thighs towards one another. I like to think about isometrically pulling my right foot to the back of the mat so I can really feel my right hamstring engage. Then from here, hands flat on the mat, step back into plank pose with that right foot, but it stays lifted. So you're balancing on your hands and your left foot. Point your right toes, engage your core. Then inhale, push through the hands, stretch up and back into one-legged down dog. You might need to walk the hands back just a little bit to shorten your stance. Reach your right leg as high as you can, then bend the knee, open the hip. That should feel really nice after that lunge in that right leg, trying to engage that right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale, shift back into a plank position, pulling your right knee into the chest. Lift your butt up high and use your core to step your right foot forward once again to your best ability. If you found that your right foot got stuck a little further back, use your right hand to step it forward. Then placing your arms out in front of you, stepping your left foot next to your right in a wider stance so your feet are hips distance. And exhale, fold down. Let's do the other side. Inhale to your flat back once again, this time stepping your right foot to the back of the mat. Your fingertips underneath your shoulders are propped up on a prop. Stay in this lunge, making sure that your left shin is in a straight line. The ball of your right foot is right underneath your right heel. Press the heel back and lift the right inner thigh. Squeeze the inner thighs together and think about pulling your left foot towards the back of the mat, feeling your left hamstring engaged. Yoga is not just about flexibility. It's so important that these muscles have stability as well. Then planting the palms flat, really pushing through the ball of your right foot and your hands, reach your left leg back into a one-legged plank. If it's too much, you can always put your left foot down. If you want to challenge your core stability a little bit more, stay here with the left leg lifted. Then inhale, reaching up and back into down dog, shortening your stance by moving your hands back just a little bit, bending your left knee, opening the hip. Do your best to root your right heel down towards the mat. It doesn't have to touch, but the more you root it down, the deeper the stretch is in the right calf and the hamstring. Deep inhalation here. Exhale, shift back into plank. Bring your left knee in towards your nose. Push through the hands, lift the hips up, Exhale, step your left foot forward back into that lunge position, maybe using your left hand to help it go forward. Take the fingertips out in front of you and step your right foot to meet your left in a wide-legged forward fold. Exhale. Then inhaling, rising all the way back up towards standing, gazing up as the palms touch, finding length. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Great job. We're going to work our legs just a little bit more and then we'll stretch it out. With your feet hips distance, toes pointing forward, bend your knees and tap the ground so you ensure you get low enough. Then inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, sink a bit deeper so that you move weight back into the heels. And when you look down, you can see at least your toe tips. Draw the outer hips back and in and the navel in. And make sure your kneecaps line with the second toe of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, folding all the way down. Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, left foot steps back. Step back far enough so that when you spin your left heel down, you have a long stance between the feet and your feet are hips distance. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. From here, come out of the bend of your right knee just a little bit. Really push to the outer edge of your left foot and think about your left inner thigh spinning back. Then draw the navel in as you inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into your right knee. Now take your arms back next to your hips. Begin to tip forward so your torso is at a 45-degree angle. Your ribs are not touching your thighs or your right thigh. Come onto the ball of your left foot. Slowly bring more weight into your right leg and push off that left foot to stand up into warrior three on your right leg. Your left leg is lifted. Try to bring the heel in line with the left glute. Draw your belly in and lift the shoulders. Draw that outer right hip back and into the midline. Keep your arms back next to your hips in this variation. Then inhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Stand tall on your right leg so you're standing up now. Grab a hold of your left shin with your hands and see if you can find balance on that right foot. This is where that real yoga starts to happen. Know that if you fall, that means you're trying. Just come right back up. Now from here, take your right hand to your right hip. We did these moves on our back. Now we're doing them standing and balancing. Left hand to the left knee, you're going to open your left knee out towards the left. Engaging your glutes to help externally rotate that left leg, but making sure you're pressing your right inner thigh back to find stability in your right leg. It's always helpful to find a focal point out in front of you, just in case you're falling or you need a focus point. Inhale back to center with that left knee. You're almost there. Switch hands, your right hand to the left knee. Begin to twist the torso towards the left. And if you want a little more, you can open your left arm back behind you and maybe even gazing back, finding a twist. Now you're starting to feel that right foot. Inhale, look forward. Pull that left knee back into your chest with both hands. And exhale, forward fold. Placing your left foot on the ground, relaxing your head. Grabbing a hold of opposite elbows and just shaking out from side to side. Take your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Inhale, flat back. Just lean onto your left foot, shake your right foot out. You did such a great job. We're almost there. We're just going to balance it out on the other side. Step your right foot back. Spin your right heel down. Line it up heel to heel and inhale, rise up, warrior one. Making sure that you're pushing through the pinky toe edge of your right foot, spinning your right inner thigh back so that your hips are as squared as possible. Draw your navel in as you inhale, find length in the back of your body. Exhale, sink down deeper into that left knee. Then lean forward over that left thigh. Take the arms back, kind of like you're flying through the air because you're about to do that. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Really push that left heel down and then take off that right foot, stepping